Corruption USA. This is a bilingual program in English and Spanish. I'm Ryan Phillips, and this is Eduardo Martinez.
Bienvenido al programa de Corruption USA. Este es Ryan Felipe, mi amigo. Hoy vamos a hablar, es un programa bilingüe, English and Spanish, español e inglés. Hoy vamos a hablar acerca de los monopolios.
Today we are going to be speaking about monopolies.
La corrupción de los monopolios.
The corruption of the monopolies.
El monopolio.
The monopoly.
Control de precios.
Price fixing.
Control de los medios.
Control of the media.
Los bancos. Control del dinero.
The banks control over money.
Y la salud.
And healthcare.
Control de la salud.
Control of healthcare. Price fixing.
Vamos a ver. We're going to see how all those controls, como todos esos controles, atan un pueblo, tie a population, un pueblo sentado, a sitting population,
sitting duck population.
Si le mantienes la información controlada de lo que ven, if the information that people see is controlled, they control their thinking, controlan su pensamiento y el objetivo es controlar su conducta. The objective is to control
the population
and their conduct.
And their behavior.
Their behavior, su conducta. So, espero que les guste el programa de hoy.
I hope you like today's program.
So, sin más ni hablar, vamos para adelante. Going forward with the program. Sin censura o miedo.
We're going to go forward with this program without fear or censorship.
So, I hope you enjoy it.
I hope you enjoy. Espero que les guste. Welcome to Corruption USA, a bilingual program in English and Spanish, now on Facebook and YouTube. Watch us every week on Thursday at 9 p.m. on San Antonio Public Broadcasting, the cable access channel. Loud, clear, simple, without fear, and no censorship.
Bienvenido a un programa de Corruption USA. Salimos al aire por el canal de San Antonio Public Broadcasting de acceso público los jueves a las 9 de la noche. Claro, simple, sin miedo y sin censura. Estamos en Facebook y estamos en YouTube.
Today, the commercial monopoly is a competition killer and benefits the monopoly money-wise.
Hoy hablaremos del monopolio comercial, el asesino de la competencia y el amigo, los amigos que cogen cash de los monopolios, se benefician de los monopolios.
The word of the day, Matthew 6:24. You cannot serve God and sin. No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other.
Palabra del día, Mateo 6:24. Nadie puede servir a dos señores. Menosprecia a uno y amará al otro, o querrá mucho a uno y despreciará al otro. No se puede servir a la vez a Dios y a las riquezas. Mateo 6:24.
You cannot serve both God and wealth. The banks, the communications, the media, healthcare, and population controls.
Los bancos, las telecomunicaciones, la salud, controles de la población, el banco, el dinero, las telecomunicaciones, lo que la gente ve, lo que la gente oye.
The banks with money and telecommunications with ideas and what people hear and what they believe.
Controlar su conducta.
To control their behavior.
Por sumisión e ignorancia.
With submission and ignorance. Facebook and YouTube denounce immigration and healthcare. 11,470
views
on
Facebook
denouncing immigration.
Eduardo Martínez Arizala. 11,470 vistas a ese video denunciando la migra americana. We've denounced healthcare, we've denounced immigration, and we're going to continue. Hemos denunciado la migra, la salud,
y vamos a continuar. Touch up on the U.S. election in 2016. We are going to need a refund. Hillary's gonna looking at the Saudi princes, and then there's the Titanic going down. The DNC, they lost because of their shenanigans and their corruption that they did at the primary when they committed voter fraud and voter suppression against the Bernie Sanders campaign and against the DNC and the American people.
Un toque de las elecciones del 2016. La mayoría, mucho dinero del Clinton Foundation viene de los países musulmanes, de los países árabes. Le van a pedir un reembolso a la Hillary. Many of the donations to the Clinton Foundation comes from the Arab countries. Perhaps they're going to ask for a refund. El Partido Demócrata se hunde como el Titanic por la corrupción en las primarias, por mentir, engañar, cometer fraude, for committing fraud, for lying, for rigging a primary. They're starting to go down. That's the pay of the Bernie factor.
Payback.
El pago, la prima del factor Bernardo.
The GOP, the Grand Old Party, the Republican Party. Trump wins. Peña Nieto praises his win and starts construction on border wall. There's change ahead, but what kind of change are we going to have? A change is going to be filled with fear and despair.
El cambio. La gente votó por el cambio. Hillary no llegó su mensaje de cambio. Hillary did not
give a message of change, and she would not change anything.
La gente vota por alguien que dice atrocidades.
The people vote for someone who shoots off his mouth with atrocities, a racist and a sexist and a homophobe.
Miedo.
Fear.
But they vote. They want change.
Pero votaron que quieren el cambio. Trump win phenomenon. Trump aired some corruption on the establishment, but at the same time, he said so many atrocities, so much barbarity in his message of hate and racism.
El fenómeno del huracán Trompito sí habló de la plaga de la corrupción, pero habló muchas atrocidades. ¿Por qué?
Why?
Why?
Because
People wanted change.
porque la gente quería el cambio.
Y la gente vio el fraude, el engaño de la Hillary.
And people saw Hillary's fraud and deception.
Y se alineó con el loco,
And they aligned themselves with the court jester,
the nut.
the nut. The bank and other bailouts. The U.S. government made the biggest bailout in history. Bank of America, $45 billion. JP Morgan, $25 billion. Wells Fargo, $25 billion. Goldman Sachs, $10 billion. Morgan Stanley, $10 billion. Citi, $45 billion. GM, $67 billion. AIG, $70 billion. And Freddie Mac, $189 billion. And all of these companies remained within the private sector after being bought out. Instead of expropriating or making these companies U.S. property for buying them out, these companies for profit continue to have been paid nearly $200 billion, and with impunity. There was no penalty for the banks for losing for their unethical decisions. This was not the people's fault.
La ayuda bancaria y a otro. Bank of America, 45 billones de dólares. JP Morgan, Chase, 25 billones. Wells Fargo, 25 billones. Goldman Sachs, 10 billones de dólares. Citibank, 45 billones. Morgan Stanley, 10 billones. General Motors, que tiene banco y tiene industria de carros, de automóviles, 67 billones. AIG, 70 billones. Freddie Mac, 189 billones de dólares, pagado a compañías quebradas ayudadas por el gobierno.
With 200 billions, 1 billion is 100 million, or 10 to the 9th power. The top U.S. bank holding companies by assets. The 6 biggest banks: JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citicorp, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, with almost a whopping 70% of the market. The other 30 to 33% is about 6,900 banks combined with assets of other nations, other banks.
200 billones. 200 billones. 1 billón es 9 ceros. Un 1 con 9 ceros. Un billón es 1 millón de millones de dólares. Los bancos más grandes: JP Morgan, el Chase, Bank of America, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, tienen el 70% de los activos de la banca. El restante, un tercio. O sea, más de 2/3 partes lo tienen esos 6 bancos, controlando el dinero.
And they make money out of thin air. When they loan out, they borrow the greenbacks, but they make the money out of nowhere when people pay them what they do own.
Interesante.
Banks and credit unions. From 2000 all the way to 2014, look at the fall of number of banks and credit unions. 2000, it were about 10,000 or more credit unions and under 10,000 different banks. But now it's only about 6,500 banks and 6,500 credit unions. All of these bigger banks are buying out the smaller banks so they can have a monopoly and they can fix their prices and their interest rates.
Control the money.
Mhm.
Mira la gráfica, mira el número de bancos del año 2000 al 2014. Lo rojo es las credit unions, lo azul es los bancos. Mira cómo va para abajo, para abajo, para abajo, para abajo. En el 2000 había más de 10.500 credit unions, había casi 10.000 bancos. Apenas en el 2014, 14 años después, se ha reducido un 35%, a 35% reduction in number of banks and credit unions in 14 years, keeping going down.
Corruption USA, bailout, the government money bailout, 700 employees plus millions, even though the firm lost billions, 27 billion. Merrill Lynch.
Merrill Lynch le dieron un bono a más de 700 empleados. El bono era más de $1 millón a una compañía que perdió 27 billones de dólares ese año y compensan a sus empleados con $1 millón. Una compañía que pierde dinero del bailout money.
Okay. $218 million in bailout monies. Many more examples exist.
218 millones de dólares dieron en bonos, regalías a empleados, AIG.
Yes, this money was given to AIG. Let us add, this is all tax money that is given to the private corporations as corporate welfare.
Y hay muchos más ejemplos.
The communications sectors and cellular companies, there used to be 7 big players in 2002, but now in 2016, there are only 4.
En el 2002 había 7 y en el 2016 hay 4. AT&T compró a Singular. AT&T purchased Singular. Sprint compró a Nextel.
Sprint bought Nextel. The Singular buys AT&T in 2004 and keeps the AT&T name. And Sprint buys Nextel in 2005 and becomes Sprint Nextel.
And also, in not too long ago, AT&T wanted to purchase T-Mobile. If they had purchased T-Mobile, they would have control of 50% of the U.S. market of cellular phones.
Si AT&T
compraba T-Mobile,
ellos controlarían casi una mitad del mercado de comunicaciones y celulares
en Estados Unidos. In USA, that's a big chunk.
The market share, Cricket and AT&T. AT&T owns Cricket. Sprint owns Boost, with AT&T having 30% and wanted to buy T-Mobile with 13%. It was going to have 46% of the market.
Half the market.
And Sprint and Verizon don't add up to as much. 47%, I guess. Yeah, that's more.
Verizon owes 30%. Sprint owes 17%. Other, just 22%.
7%.
Oh, 7%. Sorry, 7%. Insignificant. O sea, el mercado, los 4 pulpos, T-Mobile, Sprint, AT&T y Verizon, controlan el 93%. They control 93% of the market. Solamente Verizon tiene el 30%, AT&T tiene el 33%, T-Mobile el 13%, Sprint el 17. Y eso que T-Mobile, AT&T quería comprar T-Mobile y tener más del 50% del mercado. T-Mobile compró a Metro no hace mucho.
Yes.
T-Mobile purchased Metro not too long ago.
Healthcare monopoly. The problem of cost, price fixing high, and control of areas as a monopoly, and prescription brand names without generic is population control.
La salud, el monopolio de la salud. Pero el gran problema es el costo. Price fixing, arreglo de precio. La insulina Lantus y la insulina Levemir. Levemir and Lantus, the only two choices in the market for long lasting. Los únicos alternativas para una insulina de larga duración son Levemir y Lantus. Coincidence, they both have $260 plus a vial. Los dos son 260 más por una botellita de insulina de Lantus o Levemir. Hace no muchos años, Lantus costaba $100 la botellita. Ha subido más de un 150%. Lantus used to be $100. Now it's $266. More of 150% increase. No formula changes, but just 150 increase. So for diabetic, it's a big problem. Para los diabéticos es un gran problema. Control de áreas. Hospitales que compran los 4 o 5 hospitales en un área geográfica.
Yes, there's hospitals that buy the 4 or 5 different hospitals in a geographical area.
That way they control the pricing.
Así controlan el precio.
If you have an emergency, you have to go to one of them.
Si tienes una emergencia, tienes que ir a uno de ellos.
Price control.
Arreglos de precios.
Genéricos. Hay medicina genérica aquí, como la Yanumet, que aquí valen 400 y pico de dólares. There's medication for diabetic, Januvia and Janumet, that is 400 and something plus dollars for 30 pills, that there's a bunch of generics outside the US. Hay un montón de genéricos fuera de Estados Unidos que oscilan entre 9 y 15 dólares. They oscillate into $9 and $15. And yet the brand name, that's the most disgusting, lo más asqueroso, el brand name cuesta $20 afuera y $440 en Estados Unidos.
Yes, the brand name costs one price outside, and inside the United States it is so much higher because they do not allow generics to be sold for that medication. The media monopoly and its controls. Their objectives is to keep us in ignorance and under submission for their profits.
Controles de la población, manteniendo un pueblo ignorante con la información que les da, atado, handcuff, para un beneficio económico. Ese es el sistema americano.
Yes, this is the United States system. The effects of the media monopoly and controls. How? Ignorance and submission for profits.
El próximo programa, la parte 2, part 2, will be the effects of the media. Efectos de controles de los medios informativos, cómo mantienen a un pueblo ignorante y sumiso para un beneficio. En la parte 2. Así que espero que les haya gustado el programa.
I hope you liked this program and hope you watch us again next week.
Y seguimos adelante.
And let's move forward.
1, 2.
Thank you for watching again Corruption USA. Gracias por su sintonía al programa de Corruption USA. Hoy día tratamos el tema de la corrupción de los monopolios. Today we talked about corruption of the monopolies, part 1, parte 1. Next time we're going to cover in details the control of the media to enforce the monopolies. Vamos a tratar en detalle el control de los medios para forzar los monopolios, la corrupción de los monopolios. You're going to see it's a camouflage democracy. Van a ver que es un camuflaje de democracia. It's a dictatorship, entre comillas. Es una dictadura, entre comillas. It seems good, and it's not that good. It seems clean, it's not that clean. Parece limpio y está sucio. Parece bueno y no es tan bueno. Pero así son los gobiernos del mundo, porque según la Biblia, y soy cristiano, creo que la Biblia es la palabra de Dios. I'm a Christian. I think the word of God is in the Bible. And it says, the God of this world is Satan. That's why governments cannot be that good. Dice que el Dios de este mundo es Satanás. Por eso los gobiernos de este mundo no pueden ser benévolos. Tienen que tener mucha corrupción. Pero yo sigo denunciando y hablando la justicia en verdad hasta que me muera. But I will still keep denouncing corruption in truth and justice. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.